Elvis Presley, Buddy Holly, Chuck Berry, Bob Dylan, the Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, the 50s and 60s were really an incredible time in the musical world. Don't you ever wish you could go back in time to experience the sights and sounds for yourself? Unfortunately, time machines aren't a thing. Yet. But Gibson has the second best thing. Introducing the Gibson Les Paul Standard 50s and 60s Faded. Pull up to the drive-in in your custom hot rod with the Les Paul Standard 50s Faded. To provide authentic playability, the LP50s comes with a vintage 50s neck profile, vintage Deluxe keystone tuners, an ABR-1 Tune-O-Matic bridge, an aluminum StopBar tailpiece. What did the 50s sound like? Just like when the hot rodders made their engines burst through the hoods of their cars, Gibson put in a pair of their ever-popular Burstbucker pickups to give you that amazing LP tone that transcends the decades. The maple top features a honey tobacco burst or vintage honey burst finish that uses a satin nitrocellulose lacquer to give it that lovely worn-in look that only the most beloved instruments have.
Because it's so smooth. Really weird how the finish can affect your way you're playing, but it is happening to me.
But the 50s weren't the only wonder year for Gibson, and music as a whole. The 60s were pretty wild too. And when you're ready to relive the free-loving 60s, grab a Gibson Les Paul Standard 60s Faded. With its SlimTaper neck, gold top hat control knobs with silver reflectors, Grover Rotomatic kidney tuners, an incredible faded vintage bourbon burst or vintage cherry finish, you'll think you stepped back in time. The LP60s Faded is powered by a set of Gibson's Burstbucker pickups, with a 61R in the neck and a 61T in the bridge to give you that iconic Les Paul Standard tone. No matter which decade you prefer to visit, you can't go wrong with the Gibson Les Paul Standard 50s and 60s Faded. Get yours today, now available at AmericanMusical.com.